You're watching New York 1 News.
From New York City's only all-news channel, this is New York 1. News all morning. This is New York living in your neighborhood.
I'm Paul Messina in Chelsea, where beautiful music continues to play due to the efforts of the New York Piano Center. It is here that fine pianos come in old and worn and leave looking and playing as good as new.
A fine piano such as Steinway will last for at least a generation, if not two, without restoration. Other pianos last for about a decade. That's about it.
But it's those fine pianos that make up the bulk of business here. The cost of a typical restoration job is between $8,000 and $15,000. So you'd think you'd want to make sure your piano was worth at least that much beforehand. But not always.
If a piano represents a strong sentimental value, perhaps it was a wedding gift or an inheritance, or it's just a beautiful piano representing certain style and period which cannot be reproduced nowadays, people will invest in restoration.
And it's a slow, painstaking process done by hand. Here a worker is replacing a part of the veneer, and in a short time, it looks great. It takes 3 to 6 months to restore a traditional Steinway, and even longer for older antiques because parts might have to be made. Still, the New York Piano Center manages to restore 200 to 300 pianos a year, and the climate here in the Northeast certainly helps business.
The heart of the piano is the soundboard, and as time goes on and the piano goes through the contraction and expansion during the change of the seasons, soundboards tend to crack and eventually lead to other problems. By installation of a new soundboard in the piano, we give it another life.
And a fine piano can be a great investment.
Steinway piano appreciates in value approximately 10% a year. So therefore, if you're going to buy a Steinway grand piano today for, let's say, $25,000, you can be sure that in 10 years, your value will grow almost 100% if you keep the piano in the proper condition.
In Chelsea, where the music will never die, Paul Messina, New York 1.